Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the fourth episode of the Sled Cast.
I am Kevans.
I'm Cereal, and with us today we have... Who is this?
That's your cue.
What?
Hey, talk!
I already said my name. I'm Shotoku.
Shotoku!
There.
Yay!
Yay! Opal isn't here with us again.
For the third time in a row, man.
But hopefully he'll be here next week. Hopefully nothing goes wrong.
Yes.
Alright, so let's get this thing started. Okay, Shotoku, you have a choice. Would you rather do the personal questions first or the line rider related questions first?
We could go with the personal questions first.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as a reminder, you're allowed to skip some of these questions if you feel
Actually-
uncomfortable answering them.
No, change my mind. Line Rider.
Okay. But again, if you don't want to answer them, you don't have to.
Some of these
No
line
problem.
questions are pretty serious, man. You might want to answer them.
Absolutely. Some of these
Serious
are
business.
pretzels, and some of these are Twinkies. Okay?
Ooh. Huge variety going on.
Quite. Okay, first question. How did you discover Line Rider?
Well, that was a long time ago. I think it was like when Line Rider was really new. And it was actually on that motorcycle version of Line Rider that
Line flyer.
someone made. The one where he
Line
busted on a
Flyer.
motorcycle instead of a sled.
Line Fly. Oh,
Yep.
yeah? Hated that.
Okay, so I was playing that, and I thought it was kind of fun. And then a while later, I found out the actual version he was on a sled, and saw a lot of the videos people were making.
Your life
Like-
was ruined from then on.
Like, I first started playing back when Tech Dog was still making new tracks.
Mm-hmm.
So all that was going on, and there were a lot of new videos. And that's pretty much how I found out about.
So, like, what was the first track you saw, probably?
First track I probably saw was
Hey, you skipped the question.
Oh, is
Either-
that...
We skip. I'm asking your question.
Oh, no, how dare we skip a question? How dare we do that?
Yes, Cereal, shut up.
Sorry. Go for it.
How did you find the community?
well, I originally didn't post any of my tracks because I didn't really have a means to record them or edit them. So I just didn't post any of my tracks until I finally got my own laptop, and I was able to do all this fun stuff and finally post my tracks online, because I already knew about Elite Line Rider for a while because of the Elite Line Rider collabs they do on the site. And so that's pretty much where I started once I started posting my tracks.
Alright.
Okay. Elite Line Rider, I Ride the Lines, We Ride the Lights, .org, .com, .france, or Line Rider Crazy. Which one's your favorite, and which one's the most hated?
I don't really... I like We Ride the Lines because there's a lot more people there, and a lot of... The only two sites I know that are still active right now are Elite Line Rider and We Ride the Lines, as far as I know. So I like We Ride the Lines better because at Elite Line Rider there's a lot of spam and not a lot of tracks or people commenting on tracks.
You should have seen it during 2009 and 2010, bro.
It's always been kind of disorganized in my eyes, but I don't know.
It was my starting forum, so I have that respect for it.
And the appearance, I've never really been a fan of, but it's a decent set. It does the trick. Moving on.
Okay. What is this your, or excuse me, why did you choose your username, or what was your original username, and why did you choose that?
Okay, so my username I originally came up with like sometime in 2006 when I was playing RuneScape, that old game. And at the same time I was trying to think of a username, I was doing a school project on Japan. So I chose one of the names from the project and it just stuck forever.
So it's always been the same, pretty much.
Yeah. For every single website, almost.
Who is your favorite writer?
Right now, Hedge. And it's been Hedge for a long time.
Hedge.
So, like, do you prefer, like, his older stuff or his newer stuff, or, like, I don't know, like, which thing?
No, well, Hedge has been my main inspiration since before I came to We Read the Lines. Like, for that long period where I wasn't posting my tracks. He was my main inspiration for all my stuff. Now, since Hedge doesn't really post a lot of new stuff recently, Cramwood is an inspiration for me too. He's probably my favorite track maker right now. But yeah, Hedge was my inspiration for a long time.
Cool. What was the first trick you learned how to do besides the obligatory flat sledding?
Manual.
Which
Nose
kind?
manuals.
Nose manual.
Wait.
Yes.
Do pinch elevators count?
Yeah, they do.
Okay,
yes.
That was
Pinch elevators.
Classic.
Quite.
Quite classic.
Quite. How long would you say it took you to learn this trick where you could just do it whenever and you could see how you need to make it work?
Well, I'm pretty quick at learning stuff, like especially in games and with computers and stuff, so it doesn't really take that long for me to quiet. Why is Flash saying quiet? Am I talking too loud?
No, I was saying quite.
No.
No, never mind.
And then Splash made a typo.
Okay.
Silly Splash.
So anyways, yeah, I'm pretty quick at learning stuff. As long as once I started to notice exactly what was happening in some of the more complex tricks, I could realize how I could do that myself and spend a little time figuring out how to do it, and it doesn't take that long for me to get good at it.
So did you figure out most of the sort of tricks from other sources or by yourself, or like what?
I just most of it is just watching other people's tracks and like watching them in like slow motion or just pausing at certain spots to see exactly what what is happening in the swing or whatever. So once I figure out what's going on in the trick, it's not that hard for me to start doing it.
All right.
Makes sense. What would you say is your favorite trick to do?
Favorite trick to do? Probably like inverse hand flings. Or regular hand flings. I like inversed one best, but all hand flings are some
Is it because of the look of it?
Yeah, the look, but also because it's kind of comes easier, so it's easier for me to like make stronger wells like that and fling him longer distances and rotate him. Just you can do all sorts of things with hand flings. Makes a lot of things easier than with regular flings.
It's like one of those things that looks hard, but it's actually just as easy as a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
But I particularly like inverse handlings because they look kind of unusual, but they're not that unusual once you start doing
By
one.
today's standards, they're not.
Yeah.
Right. What would you say is your most hated trick?
Cramules.
It's a very popular
Crime.
choice.
Because they just, first of all, I don't like them because I can't really get out of them very easily. So that's the reason I don't like to do them. But also I don't like how they look very much because they just, Bosch is going and going and then he suddenly stops. And unless the cramule is like really, really short, it really ruins the flow for everything. And
And I know you've been doing a good job keeping up with contest of the month, and it's like an extra rule you have to add. Oh, no cramules. It's like you keep adding that rule because they're just so broken.
Well, the first rule there was no cramules was because there were, it was a deceleration contest.
Yeah, it would just make it way too easy. Yeah.
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 And the only other one there was no cramules was the one after that, which was the downward maze, which
I don't
didn't
see
want-
why it should be a rule because, well, I think that was kind of avoided, but Ephrazible didn't see that.
Even though he had like the slowest entry,
Yeah, he's
it didn't really work.
why am I at last? Bro, you've got
Yeah, but
cranules all
like
over
I was
that.
saying, I was kind of lenient with that because he obviously didn't got last place anyways.
So you
So if he had done any better with using cramules, then I would have made him redo it, definitely. But
If it was like the winning entry, then yeah.
yeah,
But no one can beat
But-
the great Cereal. I mean, it's just unstoppable, man.
or
but
the Great Evans.
yeah, Sheldon actually entered at the last minute and was pretty close to Cereal in his entry.
He was.
But it was so close that I actually went back and retimed Cereal's track to make sure I had
Close, but no cigar.
yeah.
All right. What was the very first track you saw on YouTube and/or Vimeo? That's when you're supposed to ask it, Cereal.
Sorry.
Okay, so it was either the One-Eyed Giant video. I don't know if you guys know
Oh
that
yes,
one.
classic.
Yes.
Okay. Or it was Jagged Peak Adventure.
What's that? never heard of that.
Adventure.
I don't believe I've heard of that.
Are you? You better be joking, bro. Maybe.
No, I'm not joking. Yes, I'm joking. Okay, just next question.
No, you're not.
Next question.
No, you're not. You're not joking at all. You are serious. Okay. What is your favorite track?
Favorite track? Vision by Hedge, no doubt.
Of course.
And why would you say
I
that?
probably said it 100 times.
Is it because
But-
of the high speedness of it? Sort of.
I think it was because that was the first track I saw that had a lot of quirk in it, and I saw it and I was like, I really had my mind blown a lot of the time. I didn't know what was happening even after I'd watched it a dozen times. So
It's definitely ahead of its time.
yeah, just really liked watching it because couldn't tell what was going on, and it was still kind of a mystery to me, and was, like I said, Hedge was my big inspiration for a while, and this track, I tried to mimic a lot of what was going on in it, but I wasn't too great at it yet.
It's hard to mimic that hedgehog density sometimes. Or sync to the flow, either or. Okay, next question.
Yep. Least favorite track. What is your least favorite track?
There was this one track on Elite Line Rider that somebody asked me to record for them, but they never released it, and it was just really bad.
Dat feel.
It was like it was just like a flat set pencil, and he went just straight across, left to right, and then he went back right and got stuck somewhere in the middle. And it was very boring to watch.
I think Camcorder knows that feel of recording 32 alt stalls that are never used. Oh dear. Next.
What prompted you to take on the style of track making you do now?
Well, like I said, a lot of like my favorite track for my favorite track is Vision. So I just tried to mimic a lot of what was in that, tried to make something as good as it, and that's just that's what I've been working on for Line Rider for a while. That's just what I've been best at and what I liked watching the most.
In terms of version development, are you conservative or progressive, and to what degree?
I'm very progressive about it. Like, I don't really see the reason to not make new features or do anything. I'd like to see new stuff constantly being put into Line Rider.
Like stuff that just completely changes the game, or just sort of little additions?
Not stuff that completely changes the game, like nothing that's like hacks or pop lines are fun sometimes too, but for the most part, just keep pretty much the regular kind of 3 colors type style to it, but you don't need to keep it like 6.2 forever. You need to add some new stuff to make track making easier or funner.
Do you think that like additions that would make it easier would still should be official, like count for contest of the month or something, or not contest, like movie of the week or something?
Like make what easier?
Like, do you think that additions that make the track or make track making a lot easier should be like allowed in movie of the month?
Well, if they're like cheating, like a perfect circle maker, then no, but I don't really have an objection to anything that makes it easier for people to make what's in their mind a reality on Line Rider. Because Line Rider is all about creativity, and people should be given the tools that they can use to make it what they want.
Indeed.
Okay. Quite. Now, since you're progressive, what feature do you wish would happen but has been previously explained shouldn't happen or will just never be implemented ever?
Nothing's really coming to mind. I can't remember anything really right now that was discussed that was completely people said no, you can't do that. If you refresh my memory a little, I can't quite recall.
Alright.
Okay. what would be your biggest issue you've run into while playing with the community?
You mean with the people, or just?
Yeah, some sort of controversial argument, or when you try to do something, people seem to go the opposite direction you're trying to get them to go, something like that.
I'd say when I came up with what I thought was a new kind of trick, the rolling fling or rolling brawl or whatever, where it was multi-lining.
Grawl, that's a new one. I guess you could call it that.
A growl.
Anyways, and people didn't seem to think it was all that interesting or new or whatever when I had never seen it done at all before. And I was trying to show people so they could put it in their tracks and think it was a cool thing to do, but a lot of people just rejected it and thought I was being too...
Well, we're at the point where if you say anything's new, people are going to be like, no, it's not new.
That's kind of like the reason why I was such a supporter of new line types, is because I think that's kind of what I wanted to get rid of. That bring back that sense of, hey, look, I finally made something new. Never gonna be, oh, whoa.
Like, people are making like really, like, they're technically new things that haven't been done before, but they're just really minor, kind of. So I don't know.
Just a mixing of older tricks.
Basically.
Next thing you know, we'll figure out how to actually move body parts in a crown mule. That'll be new. That'll be new.
Uh-huh.
It would.
Like doing dual alt ASDF flanule.
Oh god.
My dual alt as if flanule. It's mine, I tell you, it's mine, all mine. Okay, so here we enter the personal questions. Again, if you do not feel comfortable answering these, you are free to skip them. Is that understood?
Alright.
Go for it.
What is your favorite word?
Not sure. I don't really have a favorite word. I don't know.
Oh, so that's why we should skip it. That makes sense.
You could just say I don't have one.
That's what I just said.
I know. You could have just done that. Like, I'll just tell them I don't have one. Okay. So obviously we're not skipping this for any other reason, but what is do you have a least favorite word?
Probably, like, fag. I don't like when people call other people that.
Because it's usually out of context.
Yeah, and it kind of... Because I know I'm friends with a lot of... I have a lot of gay friends, and kind of annoys me when people use it out of context like that, just off the handle.
Those Call of Duty fanboys.
I just like that word. I wish people would stop referring to it as Call of Duty, because like the few times I got into the Doom multiplayer, every single time I run into one of those guys who's like, I hate Call of Duty, but he acts exactly like those 10-year-old kids who get pissed off for dying.
Hey, Louie Man asked, what's your favorite food?
No way.
It's
It's
something...
not his turn yet.
Just go for it.
Huh?
Whatever.
Go for it.
Oh, okay. It's something my dad cooks, which is with spiral noodles and Spam and lots of cheese.
Actually, I'm gonna throw that question in.
And lots of spaghetti.
Spaghetti!
No, not with spaghetti.
But what about the spaghetti?
Oh god.
You have to have the spaghetti!
No, you have the spiral noodles, and you dice up the Spam and throw it into a pot and mix it up with the cheese.
So what if
Delicious.
what if the shape of the noodles was to change?
Perhaps say the
Supposed to
noodles would be
change.
turning into spaghetti.
Perhaps they might do that.
Well, the spiral noodles are good because it makes it so it catches the cheese easier, and like if it was some other type of noodle.
You know, spiral noodles just have that pasta
Clinginess.
vibe. Pasta vibe, you know, just
They have more
Yeah.
starch inside of them, which makes them
Gotta have
naturally
that.
stickier.
yep.
All right. Okay. What turns you on?
Let's skip that one.
Skip it? Okay. What is your favorite genre of music?
I like a lot of different genres of music. Like, especially since I'm joining the line art community, I'm finding out a bunch of different types of music. A lot of stuff other than country or techno.
You don't like techno?
No.
Certain
Okay.
kinds of techno are better than others, but I understand.
Yeah.
Like dubstep, it's not that.
I'm not
What?
joking when I
What's that?
say that stuff. I'm not joking when I say that stuff gives me headaches. Wish it would just die already. Okay. What is your favorite curse word?
Shit.
Ah, yes, I love that one.
Shit. That was my one. That was mine. Not really.
Are you a fan of the Angry Video Game Nerd by any chance?
Fan of any video game?
The Angry Video Game Nerd?
Or Ego Raptor, or The Amazing Atheist, or who else swears a lot?
Amazing Atheist. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, yeah. Who else swears a
Oh,
lot
you
in their
mean
videos?
YouTube channels?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
What was the first?
Well,
Never mind.
I don't watch a lot of the YouTube channels you guys just mentioned, but one of my favorites recently is a channel called Vsauce.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, just a bunch of random information that I will probably never use, but it's really fun to
It's really
learn
interesting.
and fun to tell my cousin who also likes random facts.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. All right. What is your dream profession?
Dream profession. For a while, it was just a bunch of different things because I didn't really know what I wanted to do for the longest time. But just a few months ago, I figured out, I really want to go into computer programming. And so I'm starting to follow that path and go to school for stuff like that.
Do you have any prior experience with that?
Our experience with programming?
Yeah.
Not a lot. Like I know a lot of stuff about computer logic, but not any details that would help me with programming. So a lot of the stuff I'm learning is really new, and I like it.
Coolio.
Okay. Excuse me.
Oh, Louie Man
What?
has the question of the year. What turns you right?
Turns me right.
As opposed to on.
Well, I could say what turns me right is a steering wheel,
Oh, that certainly does. Yeah.
or when I tilt the left analog stick to the right.
Ooh, that too. I know that feel.
Absolutely, best in the world when it comes to turning right.
Now left, on the other hand, I don't know. That's a tough one.
I don't like turning left that much.
Yeah.
I mean,
Morning.
like you're not allowed to do it at a red light.
Oh, that sucks. I know.
In the morning,
not-
turning
it's-
right gets me out of bed. In the morning, turning left hits me into a wall. So I'd rather
Ouch.
turn right.
Waking up on the wrong side of the bed there.
When I turn to the right, I see a window and I get to see the beautiful outside. So I turn to my left and I see my messy room and I'm all
Turn
shit.
too
I
much
need
and you'll
to
fall
clean
out.
up.
That's not good.
Okay. What sort of job would you not like to do?
Well, besides the obvious, I don't think I'd like to be a politician.
All right. I too am not a huge.
Just out of curiosity.
Okay,
Oh.
what?
Just out of curiosity, a Republican or Democrat?
Democrat.
Yeah.
Quite. Okay.
That was weird.
If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
We move straight from politics to religion.
I'd like him to say, "Congratulations, you didn't mess up as bad as you think you did, and you get to come to heaven anyways."
Oh yeah, this just happens all the time, bro. Don't worry about it.
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. There's the buffet right there.
We have a hater on our hands. Raphael doesn't want to watch Sled Cast right now
Why?
because he's Raphael. And
What do you mean? But like, what did he just do?
I asked if he wanted to watch Sled Cast, and he's like, "Nah, man." What's up with that? That's not the attitude. Okay, moving on.
One sec. I'm ranting.
Rant.
Okay. All right. And here we go. The most important question that we have to offer you.
Oh, by far. Don't even.
By far, like
Don't
the
turn
fate
this
of the
down.
world depends on this. Because if you do turn your back on this, I'm going to have to get my time machine and fix wherever the hell you didn't prevent, which is not fun.
That.
What is your favorite kind of cheese?
Swiss.
Swiss.
A very holy cheese. I like that.
Straight from Switzerland, no doubt, right?
So is that the
Yeah.
interview?
Yeah, that's the interview.
Okay, so
if
we're gonna
the
move
chat
on.
would like to begin with their questions, we will gladly accept them without me interrupting, and we shall now go over tracks by Shotoku.
Let me just open my handy dandy folder.
Our
And-
handy dandy folder. Why couldn't you
Okay.
have said notebook?
I don't know. Alright, so we've got this list of souls here. Gonna read them off. We got Barrel Roll, Birthday, Blue plus Derpy, A Phrasable Collab 4, Leviathan, Nocturnus,
His name is Efars.
Part 1, Practice, Revel, Twisted Logic Stall, and YXY. Yeah.
What turns me off?
We skipped that question because you skipped the what turns you on,
You can answer it if you want.
but
Pretty much anybody in my house.
like
Which is
you're with your
pretty good.
girlfriend. You're with your girlfriend, right? And you're like, oh yeah, she's hot. The second you walk in your house, you're like, who is this bitch?
Who are you? I don't even know you.
Who is this ugly bitch in my
Please
house?
leave my house right now.
Get out.
That's just great.
different. That's just one difference.
So which one do you want us to view first in this list?
Well, the collab I had with Frazzle was kind of important.
It's the fourth collab.
Getting Line Rider. Huh?
It's the fourth collab, right?
Oh, that's just the fourth backup I had.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
the fourth section.
Making a funny. Okay, let me just. It takes forever to navigate SOLs. Jesus.
And you should learn Flash so you can be pro like me.
I'm gonna be pro like Kevans. Okay, we're opening it up.
He's got to get that Kevin's vibe. That
I
only
will.
Shammy has to go to the toilet to shit to get that one. It's 24/7 for me.
I hate when I screw this up. Oh, I said save lines. I forgot the D. Oh my god. Cereal, you're embarrassing yourself. Okay. In front of a live studio audience. Here it is. Serious alt. Serious. Shotoku Part 4.
Sure, load that one.
Alright. My chat box is glitching out. Okay, never mind. Alright, let's watch this.
Let's watch this beast of a track.
Whoa, that's an interesting start. Right off the bat. That's a hand and Spidey into a second pig and Spidey.
Yeah, that's a Frazzle.
It's a lot better than what I could do.
Ethan is a crafty person.
Efars is pretty crafty.
And this is me.
Whoa, that foot flanule or granule.
And right coming up, you might want to place the flag because it's something pretty important in my learning to play Line Rider.
I'm just gonna play through the rest of it, then we'll play it back.
Okay.
In color.
Yeah, this track has something pretty important of me learning to play Line Rider.
Shotoku does his first cramule. And only cramule.
Perhaps. Whoa, that was a trick. Oh, so it's not finished?
Oh snap. He's going, he's still going, and
I guess I don't have final SOL. Or, oh well. Thought that was the end, but I guess the Frazzle had another part at the end.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry, I had one.
Yeah,
it's all blue.
The problem with the Skype system we have is that you guys see like 5 seconds behind what's really happening. So whatever.
Yeah. So it's the part that's important is after the foot flanule that Frazzle did.
Okay. Whoa, it's like a Spidey hand thing. Okay. Green line indicates new part. I like that. Classic. I like that foot flanule.
Yeah, the foot flanule is a Frazzle's, and right after it is my first foot fling. But it's important because it was also my first time I made a fling in frames and not just out of random gravity wells.
Yeah,
it's my first ever frame fling.
The more you think in frames, the better your tracks look. Unfortunately, it takes longer, but it's true.
But Shotoku is improving at an unhealthily fast rate.
Is that what I said?
Like, everyone's saying it.
I could have sworn I said like that exact quote at some point. Maybe not.
Well, I might be quoting you because I know I didn't come up with it.
Cereal said it.
Everyone quotes Cereal.
Except for me.
Cereal said it, and then Kevin said the exact same thing like a couple months later.
He's jacking my vibe. He's jacking that Cereal vibe.
You're trying to jack my vibe.
What?
Yes.
That's impossible.
Oh, believe me, it's possible. I see that
Vibejackers.
folder.
Yes, and
I see that folder with all those decompiled
Right into
6.2s.
right into the second position foot fling that just went past is that's when the Omnicolab 2012 started, and I was talking to OTDE about what I was doing, and the Omnicolab is the first was, I think, my first really good track that I was proud of making.
Mm-hmm.
Just my first section on that.
So we're gonna watch this alt ending for no reason. I'm just curious.
Huh? Okay.
Whoa, it floats, sort of. That reminds me of something Summoning did, to be honest. Okay, moving on. Next track. Gonna open up localhost. Not gonna screw this up. Throw that away.
Make sure to close Line Rider.
Did I? Yeah, I did.
Okay, just making sure.
I've done that before, so. How about YXY?
No, open the Omnicolab, part 1. Part 1 of Omnicolab. Part 1. In the middle of your list.
Part 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Select one. Thank you. Freaking Max. Okay. Max are amazing. I'm just kidding. Shotoku quirk. One that's capitalized and one that's lowercase. This is really zoomed out. Alright.
Yes, this was the first. I was actually thinking I was getting pretty good at Line Rider. I was really proud of what I did. So the first part is OTDE's alt quirk.
OTDE's got some styling moves here. I just want to point out. He had this really cool stop and go thing.
And then right when the shoulder fling goes into hand fling is where my part starts.
This thing right here. Dat stop. Oh my god. Too good. Okay, moving on.
A lot of those tricks seemed a little counterintuitive, which made them look really nice.
I like doing alt fling, but the problem is, or alt quirk, except for like, eventually you just run out of like ideas for it. Like there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, right at this part where it goes into the big hand fling.
That hand fling is kinda weak-ish, but that's alright.
I don't know, the string's separating from the hand at some point.
I never make fun of people for having weak flings, because I remember when I first started Line Rider, everyone would be like, oh, your flings are too weak, and it would always annoy me, so I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Treat others the way you want to be treated. Golden rule.
So why haven't you retorted with that? Because if they're treating you like, oh, your flings are so weak, why can't you be all, oh, your flings are so weak?
Because I want to be a nice guy, and not.
Then your golden rule sucks.
My golden rule is phenomenal.
No, it's not.
Phenomenal with an F, not a PH.
These are kind of weak, but I really liked. This is where I really started to get pretty good, in my opinion.
Whoa, that was like a flippy doodle.
Flippy doodle.
Actually, that's AC's thing.
It had
like
just
that.
the right amount of flip and enough amount of doodle.
Actually,
this big loop right here.
Yeah.
Is OTD said it's an ASDF, but
yeah, a no string ASDF, and actually those are really rare in that direction, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah, and I didn't know it was an ASDF. I just tried to do an every frame thing, and OTD was like, "Oh my God, what'd you just do?" And I'm like, okay, that's an ASDF. I didn't know what I was doing.
How dare you make that? One of you had a "there is nothing to save" smiley face. I love that. That little gag thrown in there. Screw
Yeah,
that.
that was from one of Kevin's versions. It would put that in the track name a lot of the time
Okay, so
for no reason.
I've worked out that bug.
yeah, because if you save with no lines, then it does that, and if it
It'll
auto
put that
saves, then yeah.
Yeah, then it'll do it with that name.
What now?
But you know what? I improved that. It's 10 times better now. Ah.
Nocturnus, practice, blur plus derpy.
Derp.
Yeah, that's not.
I'm just gonna choose one.
Do barrel roll.
Barrel roll, okay. That's a reference to something.
What?
Maybe it's Star Fox.
64?
That's the one. You know it's gonna be high speed when
Yes.
it's like zoomed out.
Genius Kevin strikes again.
Well, this is definitely not a Cramule. I can tell you that much.
No, there's one like right there. See,
No,
right there.
no
Yeah.
way. This is a
Right
Cramule.
there. Oh,
But
what
it's a
did I
cool-
tell you?
I don't know. I don't
when
think.
when you hate all criminals, but when you do it, it's pretty gosh darn cool.
It's alright when you do it.
It's all
So-
red.
Oh,
That's
so
the-
it's
that's
red,
the
so it
last
has to be
done
good.
for
Okay.
Oh
That's
yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, is this track all red? Hold on.
Yeah, this was his all red track.
Oh, yes. That's right. I see the line boosting. I'm proud of that.
Hold C and press play. There we go. Whoop.
So... There's a lot of red in here.
Yeah, pretty silly most of the time. This was, I just learned how to do, learned what a barrel roll was and just wanted to make a cute all red track with them.
That was classy. You had like a flat sled and then you recycled it with a nose manual. Like, let me go back and change that, you know. Things are...
Did you have a lot of frustration with finishing this track?
Frustration?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, was this a difficult track for you to make in the first place?
No, I was just having a blast with it, just not even trying that hard. I just wanted to do an all red track with a bunch of barrel rolling.
So, I don't know if this is true, but
a
like...
lot of the curves look kind of dumb.
Do red lines sort of like affect how flings work at all, like the rotation?
A lot. They affect
Yeah.
Because I never really noticed that myself, but I'm sure they do. Oh, it backs up.
Just as much as
Trust me, they do. Yeah. It's just as much as like it would be like when a G-well happens, it's touching the line for one frame, so it's adding one frame of acceleration to it, to that specific contact point.
I feel like the stall is gonna die.
Yeah, he doesn't survive the whole time.
Wait for it.
Crashes eventually.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Insert animated GIF of Stephen Colbert eating popcorn.
He's just hopping up and down and all around, but he's not dying.
The suspense is killing me.
Oh,
I hope it lasts.
There it goes. Okay. That was fun.
Lag.
Okay, next track.
I don't really care which one you do now.
Okay. Why XY? That's a good question.
I don't know why I did an XY.
Why not 45?
I don't know.
Exactly.
There is nothing to save. Untitled XY attempting at scenery. Alt ending. Let's look at attempt at scenery, shall we? I don't see any scenery. What?
He attempted this.
It's invisible lines. Yeah, I see.
I guess I
Oh, yeah.
overwrote it. I guess I just overwrote
yeah.
the file.
Did you know, Cereal? 6.7 supports invisible lines. Matthew just didn't tell anyone.
You know what? This track could use some scenery, I think. I might finish this up right now. Just a little
Why
work on
don't you
this.
get 3.2 or 3.3 plus and give it some nice shades? Just shade it all over the place.
I'm just gonna finish this up really quick. My own XY scenery. Finishing this live right now. Just a few finishing touches. Maybe like throw someone off. Put some lines over here.
Throw some shade lines in there. So just throw some shade lines in.
You don't know which one he's gonna go on. It's unpredictable. Uh-oh, now it's more flat, so we're gonna add some flat. What is this, Millennium? Or I don't even know. Wait. Gotta throw someone off.
Oh damn! This is really looking pro, bro.
Gonna add some scenery at the end here, and we're
Throw
good.
some wide lines. Throw some wide lines in the all X part,
Wait.
so people will be like, "Oh, that's not all X. That's just that has one
Perfect.
Y."
Perfect ending. Make it look like it crashed, but it won't. You know.
Yeah. Like
Ah.
the one Y line affects it.
Check this out.
Oh damn! That is
That is
pro.
professional.
Damn, son. I don't see why you don't enter Light Rider Art of the Month.
You know, I could. I'll probably win. So, don't want to make people jealous. I mean,
The heck is going on here, Cereal? You did something to it, and it looks way better.
I don't know what I did. I just have that. I have the Midas touch. What can I say?
It's like a combination of the Cereal vibe and the CC vibe.
Look at that unpredictability. Oh my goodness.
The unpredictability
Whoa,
factor
it's like
Dr.
warp-
Eggman doesn't know about.
Ludicrous speed.
Was that a Cramule? That's blasphemy on your end.
And I will not have it.
This track was only like the 4th track I released. That was a long time ago that I spent forever trying to get him out of that cramule.
But that doesn't answer the question. Why XY? We may never know.
Why not?
Oh, why
Literally
not?
third dimension.
Why not XY? That's an even better question.
Yeah.
So we're gonna watch Birthday. Birthday.
Yeah. Made that for my cousin's birthday because she wanted me to make a line under track for her.
Undefined.
Another 3.4 or 3.3 glitch.
I see an overlap.
And it's all music synced, so you won't be able to tell unless you go to YouTube and watch the video.
Wait, which video is that? Let me just find it.
Well, the video of this track, it's music synced.
I know. I'm just gonna find it really quick. Shotoku 64.
Shotoku mushrooms.
I guess.
No, you don't guess who know.
So where is that on here?
It's right there in the middle next to the pony video.
Ah. Yes. Oh, we got some Buckethead. And some Halloween themed text. Oh, because when the music kicks in and he hits the line, that's clever.
Can't hear the music.
Yeah, on Skype you can't hear it, but on the stream you can. So.
Yeah, I'm watching it on the stream.
I know. I mean, if you have the stream muted, you won't hear it, but don't unmute it because then there'll be echo and all that. It's a mess. Don't unmute it because then there'll be echo and all that. It's a mess. Case in point. Don't unmute it. There'll be echo and all that. Case in point.
I forgot I muted the stream.
Alright, well that was a track.
Muted the stream.
Quite.
Let's move on to... Alright, well that was a track. Okay, what? I hear echo.
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 Only it's extremely delayed. I hear echo.
Echo. Echo.
Echo. What's
That's
going
a pretty
on?
long echo.
Extremely delayed. Wait, who's doing that?
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
Echo, echo.
That's a pretty long echo.
Oh my god. What's going on?
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. Pretty long echo.
Oh my god. This is a mess.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. Pretty long echo.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. Shotoku, fix that quick.
What is that? That was fun. Anyways, let's look at Revel.
I want my baby back, baby back.
It just kept saying that. That was perfect. Okay. I thought like my stream was like freaking out on me or something. Final.
I'll be right back.
Let's take a look. Without Kevans, apparently. Careful, Kevans. You might spill something.
And this one's kind of music synced too, but not as much. So it doesn't really matter if you watch it with music. But it has like 8 alt endings, which should be just easier to look at in the YouTube video.
That's almost a third amount of the alt endings in one of Conan's tracks, Conundrumer. He went alt ending crazy. But it's definitely compact. I like that.
And the funny part is it's not compact until you're about halfway done with it. Because there's no lines there until you're... To make it compact until you're already got the... It creates itself. That's what I'm trying to say. gets more compact as you make it.
That tends to happen.
So at the beginning, you're not. It doesn't seem compact because you haven't made the track yet. Obviously.
Alright. Let's look at alt ending 1. Just because I can. It's too bad Opal never came back. Alright. Just a couple more in here we can look at probably. Got Nocturnus. Let's take a look.
Nocturnus was one I did because I was practicing my XY for my collab with OTDE.
I hear a door. What's up?
What's up? I see you're still using that 6.7.
I am. Just
Come on, give it the program. We all use beta 5 version 7.29 offset B.
by then it's not even gonna be beta, it's gonna be like the actual release.
As if Unbound wasn't. As terrible as that was.
No. Let's just forget about that.
Yeah.
Well, that was an XY. I like that beginning section. As you can see, there's some recyclage going on here.
I don't think that was the final save. I'm pretty sure there's a save on there that has the ending on it.
Oh, to Wells. Peeps and the Choots have died down quite a bit.
Quite.
But we're still going strong.
I think we kind of did this episode a little fast.
No, we'll probably end it off like at 1 hour, 30 minutes. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
2 hours is just
Damn.
too long.
That unintentional elevator recycle right there.
But what if it was intentional?
Yeah.
It wasn't.
What?
Recycles
Hey,
are never intentional.
Don't. No, you can be all, I want to recycle this. Don't lie to me.
Yeah, you still haven't gone through the video I sent you guys earlier
Oh,
today.
yes, we should do that.
Some cool snippets
Here
of
it
my
is.
track that's not going to be released for a long time.
This is some
has
serious,
to be lit on.
serious business here. Hey, this is the song that was in Bodacious. The collab with me and Summoning. It's looking good.
Certainly has that Kevin's vibe.
Because of the flag.
Yep.
Oh my god, alt roll.
I seriously had a hard time drawing that flag. I'm like, why can't I get it all angle perfect? And then I realized I was drawing it wrong.
You were doing it wrong?
Yeah. Like I was trying to draw it with lines instead of shapes. And shapes you can get on nice angles, while lines it rounds it off.
Yeah.
This entire evolving fling is almost seconds long. Takes forever to go through in slow motion.
I like how you like to alternate stacks there. What's that noise coming from?
I don't know.
It's not over here.
Hmm. Fakey airtime. Oh wait, never mind. I like this foot chain thing here. Skillful.
Yeah, I thought it looks pretty nice, especially since this is a music sync track and it goes well with the music.
I see your cursor there. Appears to be a feather of some sort.
Yes. I didn't know it was in the middle of the... Oops.
Oh, that was like a no contact shoulder thing.
Euclidean.
Interesting. So I think that pretty much wraps up the track part of that. So we should go over what's happening on the site.
Quite.
Kevans, you have anything you want to talk about?
Well, Cereal here seems to have given a preview track called which
Secret.
is not coming for a long ass time. I'm surprised he went with the name of
Yes, that is the actual
Quite-
name. It's just a PH and a bunch of underscores.
That's quite clever.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see. People are already sick of the everything syncs with Eden going with Inu saying, "Dude, seriously, I thought this who everything syncs to Eden thing was a joke. Everything can be synced. I'm watching it with Barbie Girl in the background, a whole censored."
I think that was more of him, like, at first he thought that well, it's not a meme, but the trend was a joke, but then he realized, oh wait, you can sync it to everything.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Farmer Chuggers hasn't updated us with the Sims family.
Let
He
me
just said we. What?
Let me just check that really quick.
We are left with the fact that there is a sleepover happening, and apparently we haven't woken up from it yet.
So here's the family vacation, or not portrait. Sorry. Looking good, I guess. First floor. Got a yellow car.
They're all
And,
odd on cocaine.
Some sort of fountain that looks like a portal or something. Let's see.
How's the movie of the month voting going on the site?
We'll get to that after this Sims display.
Not too long ago, Crowdwood released, I believe, his third Pokemon track, which I kind of I disagreed with his music choice because he used a Mario song.
I actually have not seen this yet. Let me just watch it.
Yes, quite.
I didn't know this was here. That is certainly Mario music.
Yeah, in a Pokemon reference. Clever.
Silly Cramwood, or Mark Calwood. Whoa, XY shenanigans all over the place.
WXYZ. Ugh.
WXYZ.
Not XY45. XYZW9Q
You put
Omega.
W at the end for some reason. Just because.
Is that what we call manuals?
Yeah, it's exactly what we call manuals.
I actually
Put the line in the opposite direction.
that does kind of look like Porygon if you look at it, you squint at it. I don't know if you guys see that.
I see a rabbit coming out of a box.
I see that too actually, but I mean,
Yeah, but I don't see Porygon or Porygon 2 or even Porygon Z.
Porygon Z. Oh my god. Okay, so what other tracks were there?
There's Doubt by Shamies that was published yesterday, and he says that Windows Live Movie Maker made it look choppy, which that's what it does with every video in its preview.
Wait, Windows Live Movie Maker? What's that?
Yeah, there's when Windows 7 came out, they about a few months later they did an overhaul of their editor series, and so they changed Windows Movie Maker to Windows Live Movie Maker because it has cloud sync.
Huh. Yeah, it's not too choppy. It actually looks pretty good.
Windows Live Movie Maker is a little bit better than Windows Movie Maker, but when you go to a different software
that's not
program,
saying much.
yeah. But when you go to another video editing software program, it doesn't even come close to anything.
Back when I used Windows Movie Maker, it was just sometimes it's just the most frustrating thing because I don't know.
I used it, like I would say I have adequate knowledge in Windows Movie Maker because at the time that's the only program I had at my disposal.
Like sometimes, like if you're editing certain things, it would just like always crash for like no reason, and it was really annoying.
Yeah. Oh, how in Windows Vista try to save it crashes and it leaves a ghost of whatever you last clicked.
Actually,
Freaking
surprisingly, I thought that the Vista one improved from XP.
No, it didn't. It was worse. Like Vista, the OS like completely ruined it.
I mean, I know Vista as in general is worse, but like, I don't know. I always had less trouble with Movie Maker on that.
But like the Vista bugs that were all over the place caused it to act even worse.
I guess I was just lucky.
Like I eventually caught on to the pattern where I had to force it to crash if I wanted to publish a video.
Alright, well, what else do we have? We have Sublime.
How's movie of the month going?
Sublime.
Because unfortunately his SOL crashed.
Poor Votail. May your track rest in peace.
We have no time to watch this 37-second intro. Jesus. 37 seconds. Good lord.
Was it? Well, no, what really got me is he's using version 8.0.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I was like, wait, people use that?
Votail does. And I look at it and I'm like, how did he manage to do that? That thing's glitchy as hell, saving and loading.
Maybe that's why it corrupted.
Probably.
Huh. You might want to explain to
I'm doing that right now.
Okay. I can assure you that's not a person. We also have Reach from Wizzy. And Wizzy is always good.
It's been a while since Wizzy posted a track. I think.
Yeah. I love his style. This is definitely a bit of a step down from some of his stuff, but it's good. Like, he's kind of rusty, but it's still pretty good.
When I first met Wizzy, we decided to share Skype information, and he wouldn't stop bugging me about a beta for 3.2.
Wait,
like the first thing was, I don't know, but like the first thing he'd say when I got on was, "Hey, can I have 3.2?" And I'm like, "No."
Why did he want it so badly?
I don't know.
Huh.
Though when it came out for beta, I knew he was excited, so I let him play with a copy.
Definitely a rolly track.
Any thoughts on this Shotoku?
Any thoughts on
Reach?
On what? Reach. I like the. I'm always kind of jealous of people who could do manuals so good, because I can't do manuals very good. So the whole time I'm just like, oh, he's pretty good compared to me. But I like the whole old schoolish style of Manu Quirk it is.
Old school, except that one Cramule. Oh, that stall just it rustles my jimmies.
Whoa, I haven't heard that term in a while.
I know, but I couldn't think of a better way to describe it, because like you think it's gonna go on, but it's like, nope.
Get this, I've actually seen the box the monkey came from.
Huh.
So
They're like
how's everyone else doing with 3.4?
You seem to be the only guy who's really active at it. Efrazable gave me reported a few bugs. Cranwood did one, and Cohuted pointed out the obvious already.
I actually never got a copy of that, so
You weren't on my list.
yeah. So what else do we have? Oh, Tiara from Chiller.
SSSS Chiller.
Or Schiller.
Social Security.
Samuel.
Third rate chiller. Third
Social.
rate chiller.
Social Security Samuel Schiller. I don't know. But yeah, this is definitely
Ice cold.
I think it's kind of funny how much of a landslide the movie of the month is this month.
landslide as in good thing.
How Eden is gonna win hands down.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that happens sometimes. Like I was in a poll against Jam. You know, I don't really care. I mean, as long as I enter, that's fine. At least Jam and Explosivo were never in the same movie of the month poll, because that would kind of give away who would win.
Jam.
Actually, nothing's even won yet. Like it tied in the LCC poll. So we're not sure what we're gonna do.
Give me line rider legend status, and I can be the tiebreaker.
We're not gonna have anyone to be like the deciding vote, because that's just kind of silly.
No.
We might do like a tournament of
Get
champions.
both the trophy then.
We might do like the tournament of champions thing, where like we split the trophy. Do what?
You should do a 10-second sudden death battle track.
Sudden death.
No, that's not fair.
We should have this thing where like we each have like a 1 hour time limit, and it's like a race so you can make the best track in that time.
No, I think you should just both get the trophy, because if you're just gonna do like a 10-second death battle or something like that, you could always just make a track that's like 10 times better than before, and it has nothing to do with the track that's competing.
Yeah,
it just doesn't work.
Because in Tournament of Champions collab 1, we had to like split the trophy because it tied. So we might do that again. I don't know. What other tracks were there?
Nothing that important, I guess.
Yeah, nothing much really. BB Shabab makes a comeback. I sort of remember this person. Okay, so movie of the month. What's happening there?
I'm losing brutally.
I'm losing brutally too.
Well, actually, I voted for myself, so again,
I knew when I saw one vote. Like Kevin's voted for that, didn't he?
Hey, I put a lot of effort into that. I deserve my own vote.
Well, hey, it has more votes than my track. That's something.
Oh yeah, sure.
Let's see here.
Also, Wolf linked the wrong video when he first posted that. He decided to take Ignotum X Ultra and make me look like a bad guy.
I can assure you that was an accident. He wasn't trying to.
Well, then how do you?
Also,
Here's when I'm seriously like something's going on. Like when Wolf or no AC corrected this for me. I don't know if you guys were there, but like when the topic where Rabbit has like the standard versions list, like the accepted versions thread, right? Mine was my link to my 3.3 was a video to a Teens React video. Which I don't know. That's too hard of an that's too big of an accident to be unintentional.
well, actually, let me just find something here. Splash Zone has an interesting signature, and I think I'm the only one who actually knows this, other than him. But if you click on Cloud9, it actually links to Krispy Kreme.
What?
Now we all know.
As soon as I take a step inside the club, I run up to my boys.
What?
And my homies show me love, 'cause
This
you
is
know
Cloud9,
how we do.
ladies and gentlemen.
We always go hard. I'll die for my boys before I ever let 'em start.
I bet you can't find the secret link on my LRFB.
We grind so hard. We've come
It's
so
secret.
far. We will not stop. We
Yeah,
will
great
not
track,
quit.
Splash. I'm proud of you.
We gon' drop another hit. I said I see you
You're
on that dance floor.
really showing us how it's done.
Wanna see you dance more.
I mean, look at that detail. I didn't realize you could play it in color and have it move so fast it looks like actual people talking and
And
environments.
that density is pretty good too.
Yeah. I mean, how many lines do you think this guy had to have drawn to make it look like that?
Like the lines are drawn in such a way, like at max zoom out, that it
Yeah, and he's
it
moving
creates
so
color.
fast. Yeah, it's moving so fast, it just creates color.
Pretty impressive. I can't really see Bosch, but that's alright. Alright. Let's see, what else do we have here? Line art of the month. Please enter in that. Commander Coke works hard to run that, and we need entries. And it appears that in the last one, or no, this is all, never mind. So yeah, just enter in that, and we'll be good. Two entries so far.
Yay, 2!
More than one. Am I right?
Kevin's for admin.
So should we do the quote of the week?
Yes, the douchebag quote of the week. Now, this one's a little bit different, but I gotta say, this week's one actually goes to me. I didn't directly post in this, but I convinced Inu while
So
drunk.
where can I find this off topic?
You'll find it in the archives.
Archives.
Right there. Yes. I may not have directly posted in this, but I convinced Inukaza to post to talk about the controversial style versus power argument while drunk.
And it shows.
Yep. Just look at that amazing spelling and look at all those points. I mean, the flow. It syncs nice. It syncs beautifully to the flow.
I don't know. I always felt this seemed kind of fake. Like he's like
I have the
intentionally. He was, like,
I have the
intentionally missing
conversation
stuff.
if you want to download it. I copied and pasted
Well, I
that
saw
page. I'm like, this is too hilarious.
I saw that too. But yeah, I don't
Like,
know.
I'm copy and pasting that bitch and I'm saving that.
So is that all we have to offer for now?
Basically, I stream after this. But is there anything you'd like to finish off with, Shotoku?
Nope.
All right. Oh, and next week, Rafael Meoquirty's going because he won the last drawing. So
Yeah. If Raffle can't make it, I'll just stream another name pick, and that'll be a lot more fair than.
Actually, I have an idea. Okay, I'm gonna pick a name.
Is there anything you'd like to finish off with, Shotoku?
Oh no, not this again.
Nope.
Oh no. Oh no.
Next week,
Echo.
is going because he won the last
Echo.
So,
Oh god.
If Ruffle can't make it, I'll just stream another name pick, and that'll be a lot
wait.
better than it.
actually, I have an idea. Okay, I'm gonna
Shotoku, fix that.
pick a name.
Okay.
Is there anything like finish off with Shotoku?
Oh no. Not this again.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it till you fix that.
Echo is going.
Are we good? So this person's not gonna be next week unless Raffle can't make it. So,
Yeah.
and it is Purtle.
Purtle.
So he might go next week. I don't know. It's probably gonna be Raffle though.
All right, I'll post that.
All right. Well, good episode, I guess.
Yep.
Thanks for having us, Shotoku.
No problem. Glad to be on.
Okay.
Talk to you guys later.
So.
Peace.
Yeah.